quite sure what's going on. Okay, well, okay, now I'm sure what's going on. Alright, not quite sure why it took me 25 seconds to start recording when I hit the record button, but hello everyone, this is Crota coming at you, giving you a game between WarChiefRich versus Cash. You see WarchiefRich spawning as the Night Elf player over here under the name Huntress Shaped. Meanwhile, Cash spawning under the name Tiger. Night Elf versus Orc matchup here on Echo Isle. Perhaps one of my favorite maps to actually watch and play games on. But for some reason, Blizzard decided to release two versions of Echo Isle that are both Blizzard official maps and didn't rename them. So sometimes the game is played on a map that I do have, and sometimes it isn't, causing a bit of a nightmare. Anyways, Blade Master now being trained in, coming in from the Orc player. Meanwhile, it is going to be a Demon Hunter coming in from the Night Elf. Now, for all of you guys out there who are waiting or wondering when I'm going to be doing my Q&A session, well, I didn't get my questions in time, so perhaps I'll just be doing another Q&A session a little bit later once I have more questions. Got some good questions, got some bad questions, and got some funny questions that hopefully I'll have good answers to later on. Anyways, let's take a look at what's unfolding here on Echo Isle as we see the Orc player setting up that Voodoo Lounge early. It looks like it is going to be your typical Blade Master opening and getting that early Voodoo Lounge, perhaps trying to take down this Ogre Warrior first, and then coming back, selling that Scroll of Town Portal, pick up double healing salves and a Clarity Potion before trying to hunt for archers. Now, what we're going to be looking at for the Demon Hunter is how he's going to be building his base. Okay, Ancient of War is off over here, no big surprise there. Demon Hunter already picks up the Gloves of Haste, and you can see that the Archer is doing a good job taking down this Troll Trapper here. The Demon Hunter can really be far away and can try and intercept this. The Blade Master does pick up a Gloves of Haste here, and the Demon Hunter may come in for a mana burn in just a little bit. No, decides against it. And I really like the fact that the Demon Hunter is already on this side of the map, ready to just do a bit of interrupting. Alright, there you see a Windwalk strike followed by another quick Windwalk there. The Demon Hunter taking a little bit of damage, nothing to really show for it. Can't even really get off a mana burn as the Blade Master and Demon Hunter are exchanging blows. Now, the Night Elf player has to really consider his positioning right now. He is already down 200 hit points, and he doesn't really want to use all of those Moon Wells this early on in the game. You can see that we are taking the Tree of Ages. That Ancient of War will be rooting itself right there to guard against any sort of trespassers, mainly the Blade Master that likes to sneak in and out in order to take down Wisp. The Demon Hunter is just doing a good job, constantly mana burning, making sure that that Blade Master can't do any harassment and can't do all that much. Now, you may be wondering, well, what's the point of the Blade Master or the Demon Hunter then? Well, the Demon Hunter doesn't really need to level up in order to be effective. Yes, at level 3, he gets to double his mana burn, and really, mana burn is one of those abilities that doesn't scale 100% well. The more mana you burn off of your opponent, the less mana they have. The less mana they have, the less mana you can burn. So after 2 mana burns, unless they use a potion of some sort, there's no real reason to continue mana burning, because at 150 hit point mana burn, they're probably already out of mana after 2 and using any of their abilities. So the Demon Hunter doesn't mind having low-level heroes. What he does mind is not being able to tech freely. We're going to be looking at the Blade Master taking on the Ogre Magi here, but as I'm sure you guys... Oh, wait, there is a mana burn there on the Ogre Magi. Demon Hunter now trying to run away, and this was a little bit of an interesting situation. By having the Demon Hunter come inside here and do a little bit of disruption, he actually disrupts this creep camp, and by purposely disrupting this creep camp, the Blade Master cannot take down the Ogre Magi by himself, because the Ogre Warriors can actually get within melee range all of a sudden. So that does hurt things a little bit. The Demon Hunter could have turned around and mana burned that Blade Master to interrupt the heal. It could have been a good call there, as the Ogre Magi, and what is this? Are we going to get perhaps a little bit of a steal? No steal, as the Blade Master does pick up Claws of Attack, a Potion of Invulnerability, and I believe he picked up a Claws of Attack as well. well. All right, the Demon Hunter trying to chase down that Blade Master. Blade Master down to 100 hit points. Are we going to see a mana burn? Come on, take the mana burn and make it so that the Blade Master cannot regenerate any more hit points. Demon Hunter now going toe-to-toe against the Blade Master. Potion of Invulnerability could be used. No, scroll potion of healing used instead. The Demon Hunter now running back away. He knows that he cannot exchange blows all too well. Meanwhile, back in the center, oh, a Grunt may get taken down by an Archer. That would have been a very, well, at least a little bit of a victory there, as the Grunt and the Archer now going toe-to-toe. All right, the Archer getting in front of that Grunt there. Are we going to see that one Grunt get taken down? Yes, by the arrow of the Archer. Beautifully done, while saving that Demon Hunter, and that Demon Hunter gets to level 2. Some impressive play here between Cash and WarchiefRich, as the Beastmaster now being trained up, quickly going into Quill Beast, and it looks like he may be picking up an item. I don't think he's going to try to creep out. Oh, well, he may creep out the creep camp once the Demon Hunter is here, and that's exactly what we're waiting for. There you have it, the Quill Beast taking damage from that Ogre Mauler, but the Blade Master is now quick to the scene, using a quick wind walk there, and now maybe trying to pick up a Dust of Appearance to make sure. Oh, there's an Archer, and that Archer will now get taken down. Dust of Appearance, Breaking Cloak, or Shadow Meld, or whatever you want to call it, for all units, as the Blade Master reveals that Archer, and therefore the Archer was then getting attacked by those creeps. Demon Hunter unable to get that kill back, as the Beastmaster, Blade Master, Demon Hunter battle does rage on. Let's take a look at here. We are going into Ancient of Wonders, dual Ancient of Wind. Meanwhile, teching the Tree of Eternity, I must imagine. Meanwhile, the Tauren Chieftain is now back out on the field. Endurance Aura first for the faster movement speed. Demon Hunter should be able to catch up to the Blade Master if there's a mana burn to once again stop the healing, and that's something I like to see a lot of in this Night Elf versus Orc matchup. The Demon Hunter using that mana burn even just to burn through charges on those healing salves. By doing that, it does cost a little bit more, and that Blade Master would be significantly less on hit points. Meanwhile, let's take a look back over here. The Demon Hunter now making its way over to the mercenary camp, getting slowed. Druids of the Talon currently sitting only at adept training, though. Not going to be able to Cyclone anytime soon, as we are just now getting out of Tree of Eternity and waited for it. Yes, just now starting that Druid of the Talon mastery training. Renegade Wizard going to fall pretty easily here. Beastmaster doing a great job tanking a little bit of that damage. The Demon Hunter doesn't want to tank anymore, but now taking that damage from that Geomancer. Meanwhile, unit after unit is falling here, as we can see that the Tauren Chieftain desperately trying to get to level 2. Level 2 Tauren Chieftain does open up Stomp or Shockwave, as the Tauren Chieftain got Endurance Aura at level 1 over any other ability. The Tauren Chieftain, the perfect counter to the Druids of the Talon, as the Druids of the Talon now getting ensnared, and this is going to be a problem. You cannot afford to lose any Druids of the Talon, especially your early ones, as they have the most mana. Losing an early Druid of the Talon does set things back. Add to the fact that one Cyclone was not even used there, and things are just going to go from bad to worse. Orc clearing up that Ancient of War. Meanwhile, Tree of Eternity is out. I still do not see a Goblin Tinker as of yet, and that is the normal, typical tri-hero that Night Elf players use in order to combat an Orc player at this particular time. I don't believe the meta's changed for quite some time here, as we're looking at the Demon Hunter now going after the Murlocs. Beastmaster wants to get to level 2 for that Hawk, just so he can keep track of that Blade Master if he does try and stay nearby. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter using that Orb of Venom, gonna get some easy damage across the board. Now that the Beastmaster is out, we can see that the Goblin Tinker has been hired as well, and the Goblin Tinker, such a strong strength. I believe he's intelligence-based hero, but he has a lot of hit points for an intelligence-based hero, currently sitting at 600. Demon Hunter now looking to clear up this Gargantuan Sea Turtle over to the side. Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 2. Where is the Blade Master? Blade Master heading over to the shop. Now has 2 Gloves of Haste, 2 Claws of Attack plus 6 for a total of 12. Scroll of Healing and Potion of Invulnerability. Scroll of Healing may be given to that Tauren Chieftain, and the Blade Master may instead want a Potion of Healing for himself. That would perhaps be the better call here. Gloves of Haste. Wait, Clarity Potion now being used. Is he going to perhaps transfer that Scroll of Healing, or does he want to keep it on that Tauren Chieftain? Oh, Tauren Chieftain already has one, so he doesn't really want any more. Both of the sides looking to creep out their side of the map and get into a proper position to try and deal with their opponent. It looks like level 3 on the Blade Master, level 3 on the Tauren Chieftain, going up against a level 3 Demon Hunter, level 2 Beast Master, and a level 1 Goblin Tinker. The Goblin Tinker could do a lot of damage and really block the paths, as the workshop is not wind walkable. You cannot pass through that workshop because that workshop actually is considered a building, and because it is a building, the wind walk ability does not allow you to pass through it. Let's take a look at what's happening over here. Tauren Chieftain, Spirit Walkers all ready to go. Spirit Link cast between all of these units, and we should see the Spirit Walkers casting a lot of disenchant as well. Blade Master, trying to keep track of where the army is, may end up walking straight into the Beast Master, but there is no Hawk nearby, giving a little bit of a lucky break for that Blade Master here. Alright, you can see that the Fairy Dragons are ready to go. They are, however, going to get ensnared rather quickly. Blade Master, Demon Hunter. Oh, the Demon Hunter may get ensnared, and yes, he does get ensnared here. What is he going to be doing next? Potion of Invulnerability, Staff of Teleportation. And this is just absolutely a nightmare. There is that Potion of Invulnerability. There is that Staff of Preservation. Scroll of Town Portal in order to head back home. And that's exactly what the Doctor ordered, except for one Fairy Dragon, which may get ensnared. No, not going to get ensnared. Able to live and fight another day. Little bit of a lucky break there in order to save that Demon Hunter. The Beastmaster was nearby just enough for that Staff of Preservation, but a Scroll of Town Portal was used and a Potion of Invulnerability. Both of those items very expensive. And even though no experience was given, that is a significant amount of gold to lose without really any progress to show for it. I gotta believe that the Orc player is now just in the driver's seat waiting to get capitalized. You see him sitting at 57 over 60 supply compared to 50 over 60. The longer the game goes without a fight, though, the worse of a position that you're going to see the Orc player in. He's losing 3 gold a second right now compared to the Night Elf. And if he continues to just let this happen without really using his larger army to a better effect, he's going to find himself losing the economic war later. If the loss does come to the Orc player, I believe that is going to be the major reason, as we're now training up some Troll Bat Riders. There's the Hawk there. There's some Fairy Dragons all ready to go. As we now see the Goblin Tinker, who is also at level 2, waiting to get into position. All right, here you go. There's the Troll Bat Rider. Are we going to see the Demon Hunter go after that? Troll Bat Rider taking a fair bit of damage, and oh, there's a Fairy Dragon using the Mana Flare mode just in time. That's actually very, very important, as you now see the Druids of the Talon just focusing down one Orc Burrow. Orc Burrow number 1 is already gone. Orc Burrow number 2 is already gone. And now we see a Scroll of Town Portal, even though it doesn't sound like a very good trade, taking down 2 Orc Burrows and being able to stop a Bat Rider is all very, very good. Meanwhile, an Ancient of War being placed down here by WarchiefRich in order to perhaps uproot and take down this Great Hall. That's going to be a great effect here in just a second, as the peons are now running back. 60 over 50 supply. Double Orc Burrows do need to be trained. And an added bonus for taking down Orc Burrows is that those Orc Burrows do in fact give you experience. They do count as towers, and I'm sure that was in the mind of the Night Elf when he just went inside, burned a Scroll of Town Portal in order to get out of there, but did take down 2 buildings, which gave him experience. And if he can continue to do that throughout the rest of the game, he's trading fairly efficiently, and he's also gaining experience as well. All right, Ancient of War in position, 60 over 70 supply. Great Hall about to be done here, as we're looking at the Troll Bat Rider trying to run in after these Fairy Dragons, but more experience just given to the Night Elf without really any serious challenge. That's gonna definitely come back to haunt as we're looking at the Great Hall now up and running. Dire Quill Beast now on the move. Demon Hunter ready to go. Hawk is in position as well as the Demon Hunter and Ancient of War ready to just do a significant amount of damage. This Ancient of War is going to be very, very difficult to stop. One of the added benefits is that he is 1,000 hit point just damage sink. If you don't deal with him, you end up losing a lot of, or you're taking a lot of damage here. You can see that the Bat Riders are now trying to just focus their way in and take down these fairy dragons, but it's a very, very difficult spot to be in. The Druids of the Talon now going after these units here. Demon Hunter could try and take down. There's a shockwave. Goblin Tinker now taking a little bit of damage as you see the Clockwork Goblins making their way out to take down some of these poor raiders. All right, so let's take a look at here. Cash and WarchiefRich, both sides still fighting. WarchiefRich is in a beautiful front line position, even though he has lost his Beastmaster. The Ancient of War is really absorbing a bit of damage, and the Clockwork Goblins can still do a lot. All right, the Demon Hunter now trying to clean up more units. The Ancient of War down to 200 hit points. It looks like he's finally going to start getting focused down here. No repairs on that one Ancient of War, which is a big surprise because that would have made a very, very big difference. All right. What is this? One Spirit Walker finally gets taken down here. Demon Hunter could go after not Mana Burn that one guy, but perhaps get even more damage through. Tauren Chieftain now trying to run away, and it's not going to be able to get back. We're going to see a possible surround here. No more mana, as the Blade Master is not going to be able to even try and lift up or just Windwalk push this Tauren Chieftain out. Potion of Invulnerability. But the Druids of the Talon doing their job, continually surrounding that Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain down to 23 hit points, down to 5 hit points, and that is it. Level 4 Tauren Chieftain has fallen. Demon Hunter still fighting the great fight here. Potion of Invulnerability lasting just long enough. Are we going to see the Blade Master getting taken down? Blade Master now getting cycloned up. There's the disenchant. Are we going to see the Demon Hunter be able to get it down? And it looks like the Blade Master survives at 14 hit points after an ensnare on the Demon Hunter catches him off guard. Coming back down over here. Wisp coming in. Goblin. Mana Flare now coming in. All right, looks like the Demon Hunter now in a bit of trouble. Down to 130, 115. Needs to get away, but massive cyclones picking up every witch unit as the Blade Master not going to be able to... Oh, there is an ensnare now, and this poor Fairy Dragon perhaps should just get out of Mana Flare mode and start dealing some damage the old-fashioned way. All right, let's take a look. Wisp not going anywhere, so no possible resurrection at the tavern. Meanwhile, we're taking a look at all of these peons just getting destroyed, adding more experience, and the Goblin Tinker is just enjoying this. Where is that Demon Hunter? Beastmaster resurrected, Demon Hunter resurrected. And we are now all ready to go as the Blade Master has a bit of an uphill climb to get back into the swing of things. All right, Goblin Tinker now taking down the expansion here on Echo Isle. Bottom left-hand side of the map, completely free and clear. Everyone sitting on one base, 53/70 compared to 60/70. Night Elf able to make a superior comeback, and WarchiefRich is just in an absolute great spot. All right, let's take a look. Hawk now up in the air here, going after the Ultra of Storms. If the Ultra of Storms gets taken down, that's pretty much going to be GG. But the Tauren Chieftain is so close to making its way out. Tauren Chieftain could pop out of here, get in a Shockwave or a Stomp. Not quite sure what his ability is. It looks like the Tauren Chieftain will make it. Wow, talk about cutting it absolutely as close as possible. That was a split-second difference between the Tauren Chieftain making its way out of that altar and the destruction of that Altar of Storms. All right, Tauren Chieftain, however, constantly dancing in the breeze, not paying attention that he is needed on the ground for a very big fight, or perhaps is paying attention but can't do very much about it. All right, Demon Hunter down to 154 hit points, down to 10. He gets taken down. Tauren Chieftain and now Blade Master is perhaps going to be able to fight this all back. Beastmaster now teleporting its way out. There goes another Raider. And let's take a look at the supply count. 44/70 compared to 48/70. Both sides with about similar size armies, as we're looking at the Blade Master perhaps hoping to have a level 5 Tauren Chieftain be his fighting partner. Alright, let's take a look at the map. Not very many creep camps. The Ogre Magi was taken down here. Meanwhile, the Gargantuan Sea Turtle on the bottom left has not been taken down. That means that the Tauren Chieftain can maybe squeeze and get to level 5, and that would be a tremendous difference in the upcoming battle. Shockwave being just that much more effective. The problem, however, is whether or not the Tauren Chieftain can get there, and whether or not any other units are going to fall. You can see a low hit point Raider down to 2 hit points, and now the Tauren Chieftain only 19 experience away. Alright, are we going to see a big fight here? Beastmaster, Goblin Tinker, Blade Master, and Tauren Chieftain just fighting into a very difficult spot. Not quite sure how it's going to work, but level 5 on the Tauren Chieftain now. Are we going to see a mana burn? Yes, we are, but not before a Shockwave goes down first. Blade Master now on the ground. Scrolls of Healing could be used. Tauren Chieftain trying to lead the fight, but really unable to do so, as the Druids of the Talon just using their superior range, catching Cash in an absolutely painful position just between just at the end of a peninsula, really nowhere to run, surrounded by water and even fighting in it, and that is going to be the GG. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, hope you guys enjoyed game 1. Please stay tuned for game number 2.